That's something Brahmaji expecting, and he is speaking this sloka. So what is that something? Uh. What is, see here once again, everything. No, wait, Prabhu. So it should come directly. That's why I'm. So first three slokas, 11, 12, 13. After hearing this, first of all, what these three slokas are saying? These three slokas are saying Krishna is Narayana. Krishna is hearing this, na? Then immediately what kind of he might be thinking? Then Krishna may think, I am Narayana. I am Narayana. He may think that, oh, that means I am Narayana. Krishna, by hearing this, that means Brahmaji is knowing that I am Narayana. Like this, Krishna will get. So this, that means Krishna may get like this, like Brahmaji can think. That means Krishna may misunderstand me that Krishna is.
I am thinking. I am thinking that he is Narayana.
Like that, Krishna may think. Brahma will think, oh, if I say like this, these three slokas, now Krishna may think that, so I know this much, that means Krishna and Narayana are same. So he may think, Krishna may think about me like that. That's why. So, no, that is not my understanding. My understanding is you are different. So to show that clarity, that means, hey Krishna, you don't think that I don't know who are you and who is Narayana, but I know properly only. So to properly only, and to say that properness, so he is saying this sloka. You are not, he is saying clearly, you are not Narayana. Okay, now start, Prabhu. Explain.
Okay. So say that you are not Narayana. Narayana's from Nahi. And there is some adjective of Narayana. Narayana who is Sarva Dehinam Atma Asodisha Akila Loka Shakshi. Narayana is who is the who witness all the people's activity, all the people's, and also it said that Narayana Anga. Narayana is your part. So then his explanation is given.
No, point is not coming. It should come like ekdam, like sharply it should come. No, I will explain first. Our students will explain. You want to start? Yeah.
No, I'm explaining that verse only. That is coming.
No. So now fourth sloka. What is the reason to say the fourth sloka? We discussed now. Yes. Now what is that fourth sloka? We should discuss now.
Yeah, that fourth sloka I can discuss.
Yeah, commentary, but point, you make the point. Make the.
Just explain the verse only.
Commentary, okay. Make the point.
And commentary is first said that Adisha. Adisha means, what is Adisha? Explain first. Ishesya Sarva Antaryamina Narayana is super Vartamana. Means, who is that? Who is the Antaryami for all the issues? Who is Antaryami?
Antaryami for issues, how? No.
Ishesya Sarva Antaryami. Is controller, correct?
Ishasya Sarvantaryaminaha means it both are Sashti Ekvachan. That means Isha is defined as Sarvantaryami.
Okay, Sarvantaryami.
It's not that he is Sarvantaryami for the Isha. No, that's not.
Okay. He is Ishesha Sarvantaryami Narayana Supuri Vartamana. You are the Antaryami. You are the Antaryami. Even you are above the Narayana. Narayana Supuri, correct?
Hey, wait, he's explaining. Let him try. Wait, try, Prabhu.
Narayana Sopi Upuri Vartamana means you existed even above the Narayana. Above the Narayana. Then that what is said, Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan. Bhagavan Ityartha. It's in the verse. There's a
no.
Bhagavan is it? No, Bhagavan is not there. So,
okay. We'll give next chance to others. So, Tirumala, you want to try? Tell me. Point. You tell me the point actually.
I want to prove that Narayanatvam, it is there in Krishna also.
Oh, that is very later actually. It's not later part. First, Adisha you should give clearly give. Bhagavan.
Adisha also we wrote now. Adisha means the pravrutti word is there. Pravrutti means action.
Hey, first of all, you show me the difference. What Brahmaji wants to prove in this sloka, he wants to show Krishna is different from the Narayana. By the word Adisa, how he is showing the difference between the Krishna and Narayana, you should explain. That you are explaining what? So that is then a point. You should write otherwise. If you every point why Adisha is word is discussed, what is the reason? That if you are not writing, then you will not remember. So Adisha word, that means Adisha word, Krishna, Brahmaji is saying Krishna Adisha. By this itself, that means Brahmaji is establishing the difference between the Narayana and the Krishna. Tell.
Or Pravartaka. Isha or Pravartaka. Narayana is known as Isha or Pravartaka because actions of living entities are.
Hey, Prabhu, you are going very later part. That just first line. You came right, but you are going in another place.
1 minute.
That is another place.
Narayana also.
You want to tell?
Taveva Amsa. That you have to explain. Narayana.
No. First of all, by word Adisha, the difference between Narayana and Krishna is established. How it is. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And Krishna is controlling even the Narayana.
Adisha.
That's why he is Adisha.
Krishna is not said as Isha, but he is addressed as Adisha. Isha is who? Isha is Narayana and Krishna is Adisha. Like this, by just word Adisha, Brahmaji is clearly showing the difference between the Narayana and Krishna. Narayana is known as Isha. That's why Ishasya Sarvantaryaminaha Narayanasya. Isha is equal to Sarvantaryami is equal to Narayana. And Adisha is who? Krishna is Adisha. That means he is a Ishvara for the Ishvaras. That means he is Bhagavan. That's why he is Bhagavan. Bhagavan, who is Bhagavan? Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. Aishwarya means what? Controllership. The one who is having the complete controllership. That means he is a controller for the controllers. Means he is having the complete controllership. That's why he is known as Bhagavan. You explain? Only this Adisha.
When Lord Brahma start to say that I came from you, you are the Narayan. So Brahma, he thought that maybe Narayan, Krishna, he think like he Brahma, he know only that much, I am the Narayan. So Brahma, he want to say that not only that much, I know who you are.
Yes.
So whatever the living entity is taking rest, that is another one. But you are the Adi Ish. There is one Ish who know as like a Narayana. But you are the controller of the every controller, the above of the controller,
yes,
know as the Adisha.
Adisha.
Yeah, Adisha.
Then how now that means Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna is Bhagavan is also proved here. How it is proved? Tell me.
Adi Ish means Bhagavan.
Kaisa? How?
Because he is the all controller of the controller, source of the controller.
Sandarbha Muni, give to him.
Isa means is a controllership, and Krishna is here. Krishna is explained as Adhisha. Adhisha means who control over the Narayana, or who
I be just now I told na. Adarsh Prabhu, you try. Why Krishna is known as Bhagavan here? How it is established? Finally, Krishna is Bhagavan is established. By the word Adhisha is also establishing Krishna is Bhagavan. You want time?
Spoken with Aishwarya, Aishwarya for
Yes. Complete, Prabhu. Complete. Adarsh, let
Aishwarya. I cannot.
You can add Radharani Mataji.
Isha is Narayana, who is the controller of the jivas and material world. And Adisha means he is the beyond the Isha. And Isha means controllership.
Ishattu means controllership.
And this establishes Adisha means Bhagavan, who possesses all the opulences.
You are just, that is not, it didn't went into your heart actually. Your sentences are coming, but how? No, this is Satprem Prabhu. You want to try?
Krishna has.
No. Now, you people please hear. If you no. Wait. I will tell. I will not say the answer. If you want to establish anything, first, what you want to establish, that should be clear in your mind. What you are going to do, what you are going to explain, that should be clear first of all. I want to explain now, Krishna is Bhagavan. That has to be established first. That should be in the mind. Then after that, what is the definition of Bhagavan? Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashashriyoho gnana vairagyascha api shannam bhagaitingena. That means the one who is having the samagra aishwaryam. Samagra aishwaryam means complete controllership. Opulence is not necessary for Aishwaryam. Ishattu means controllership. Aishwaryam is nothing but the complete samagra aishwarya. Aishwaryasya samagrasya means complete controllership. The one who is having the complete controllership is known as Bhagavan. Here, Isha is the Narayana. That means he is also having controllership. But Krishna is Adhisha. That means he is having the control on controllers. That means he is having the complete controllership. So that's why Bhagavan means who is having the complete controllership. So here by the word Adhisha, it is proved that Krishna is having the complete controllership. That's why Krishna is Bhagavan. Like that, it should come very systematically. This you should not jumble the things. If you jumble it, then the flow will not be there. That means then audience will not understand actually. Students will not understand. They don't understand because you cannot change one sentence of here and there. If you change, that means logically if you are explaining, if you change here and there, then they will get bewilderment. Why suddenly he spoke something which is not connected? Okay, then what next? So that's say, Hey Bhagavan Ityardha. That means, hey. See, now the Sanskrit you see, you clearly understand. Hey Bhagavan Ityardha. Tirumala, you keep book actually, otherwise you will lose so much. You have to, book means not only writing. You try to follow Sanskrit. By the 3 years, if you see, like any language, if you want to learn, you are not just learning by the grammar first. And after that, you are learning language. It's not like that. Just by the usage, you are learning the language. So, because we are going very detailed each and every word. So, if you start seeing the Sanskrit text also, at least if you try, something will come. And when you revise and when you teach, so at that time you will easily catch, oh, this word is, at least you will come to that, near to that main point. So that's why try to follow the Sanskrit text and also the whatever explanation is given, that is also you should hear and also write it. In 4 ways it should hear, see the text, and also write on your notebook and understand. All should function. Then you can get something. Because you are second year students, not the first year students. Now you are grown up. Next. What next? What is happening next?
The words, there is a he. Brahmaji said. So by this he, there is a nichita, means that it
certain
is a confirmation that you are the Supreme Lord.
Confirmation is what? You are not Narayana.
Narayana, yeah.
That is confirmed.
Sa Narayana tum na asi.
Saha Narayanaha tvam na asi. That Narayana you are not. This is clear. So, Kintu Narayana Asau. Then who is Narayana and who is Krishna? Then immediately one may get this doubt. So who is Narayana? That Narayana is your Angaha. Angam means your part and parcel. Amshaha. Angam means Amshaha. So this much is done. Then Yadyapi Evam Athapi Mama. Then Krishna will get some doubt after this. Oh, I am not Narayana. Okay. Yadyapi Evam Athapi Mama Tad Angotpannatvat Anginaha Tvattaha Eva Utpattir Iti Bhavaha. No, it's not Krishna's doubt. That means why Brahmaji is saying? Brahmaji is proving his previous statement. Previously, what he said? Previously, he said that I also took birth from you, and that means I am your infant in your body. So that's why you should not take my offenses. That is the goal of the Brahmaji. Brahmaji wants to pacify the Lord. So this is the goal. So now when fourth sloka came, then from the fourth sloka, what you are understanding? So what Brahmaji is saying? Brahmaji is saying you are not Narayana. That means then how Krishna will pacify? And how Krishna will forgive him? Krishna has to forgive, na? Krishna can forgive when Brahmaji proves that Brahmaji is son of the Krishna. So how to prove that? That can be proved here. So by saying I am in the body of Narayana and that Narayana is your part and parcel, in that way I am also your son. So like this, finally, you should forgive me. One side he is establishing fact, and also one side he should reach his goal. That means he should pacify the Lord. That also should be reached. Okay. Cut.
Narayana is your part, and I came from Narayana.
Part and parcel.
Part and parcel. I came from Narayana. That means I am also your son.
Finally, I am also yours. Katham aso Narayana uchyate katham va mama tad vailakshanyam. Now Krishna is asking question. Hey, acha, like this. After hearing this, so then why he is known as Narayana, and how I am different from that Narayana? You explain this very clearly. So then, what is the answer? Sandarbha Muni Prabhu. आज मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा सबको. Prepare, see, and ready for the next question. Wait, Mataji. You are Sandarbha Muni?
So, last class you said 3 definition that Narasya.
No. I am asking what Krishna is asking after hearing this much. What doubt Krishna is getting? What is the question asked by the Krishna here? Thoroughly you are following or not? No? Following, na? Try. Koi problem.
Here in Sanskrit it is Kathamaso Narayana Uchyate Kathamba Mama Tasmad
Vailakshanya. Means
why I am
Try, no problem. You try whatever English you are getting from that, you tell. We'll correct it, no problem.
Why I am cause of Narayan or why?
Okay.
And
Katham aso Narayana uchyate.
why I am
Okay, no problem. Don't worry. So Mataji, you tell. Katham aso Narayana uchyate. Why he is known as Narayana and how I am different from him. Okay. So then what is the answer for this Siddhaswara Prabhu? First, why he is known as Narayana, that you should say. No, Prabhu.
Narayana means Ashraya. So Narayana means Sarvadehinam Atma.
Come to from that. Then in the sloka, what is said, that you should take first.
Okay. From Sarvadehinam Atma.
He said, this is the answer he replied. That means Brahmaji is defining now who is Narayana. What is Narayana? He is defining. So then what he said, Sarvadehinam Atma. From this you derive the Narayana.
So one who is in the heart of every living entity.
Okay.
That is Paramatma. And because so this Narayana, that is the definition of Narayana.
No, Sarvadehinam Atma, how it is becoming definition of Narayana?
Because Sarvadehinam Atma means Narasya Ayanam Yatra Saha.
Yes.
So Ayanam means Ashraya.
Yeah.
So Paramatma is Ashraya of everyone.
You can say like this. See, Sarvadehinam Atma means the one who is residing in every living entity, who is residing in every jiva. So the one who is residing in every jiva. That means he is a shelter for every jiva. So since Paramatma is in our body, that's why, so we are able to walk, see, eat, drink, anything we are doing. That means he is a shelter for us. Otherwise, living entity cannot do anything in this body. So that's why Paramatma means he is a shelter for all the jivas. So Sarvadehinam Atma means he is a shelter for all the jivas. After this, now you should know little Sanskrit. So he is a shelter for all the jivas. All the jivas means Naram. Of all the jivas means Narasya. Shelter means Ayanam. That means Narasya Ayanam. Okay. Narasya Ayanam. Ayanam means shelter. Yatra Saha. In whom there is a shelter for all the living entities. So that is Narayana. That means Sarvadehinam Atma, this definition, this word is defining what is Narayana. Then next, what is the next definition? Tirumala.
Word Agila Logo Shakshi. From there, that word also indicating Narayana.
That is also a definition of the Narayana.
Of Narayana. So Naram Ayate.
First tell me the meaning of Akila Loka Sakshi.
Akila Loka Sakshi. No.
This is actually what I want to achieve from this discussion, because I want to that means show, that means how much you should learn and where things you should improve. So now when you are trying to explain, then you are facing problem, na? So I should know the little Sanskrit, then I can do more, and I should hear like this, and I should explain like this. These are also very important, not just only the content pushing. Every day I'm pushing content in your brains. But apart from that, you should also develop the skills of, that means producing back. That means for that what need? It needs some Sanskrit, and also the systematically explaining the things, the procedure, that, and also the content should be clear. Okay, now you are trying to explain Akila Loka Sakshi as the definition for the Narayana. So that you should reach. First, how you will proceed? Tell me. You cannot do? You want to do? Okay. Take mic, Mataji.
Akila Loka Sakshi means the witness of creation.
Mm.
Naram aite iti Narayana.
Mm.
Nara means he is Akila Lokam.
Yeah, Nara means entire the creation and all the living entities.
And Pashyat, ayate means Pashyate.
Pashyati.
Pashyati. Pashyati. Akila Loka Sakshi means here ayate equal to Pashyati. Narayanam equal to ayate equal to Pashyati.
No. Akila Lok Sakshi, you said right. That means the one who witness or see the entire creation. Akila Loka means entire creation. Sakshi means who sees. Okay, this English is clear. Now this you should say, now from this you should establish this Akila Loka Sakshi is also one of the definition of the Narayana. So now how you are expanding the word Narayana? Naram ayate iti Narayana. In this way you are expanding now the Sanskrit word. Narayana means what? How you are elaborating? Naram ayate iti Narayana. Naram means Akila Lokam. That means Naram means Jiva Samuham. That means Akila Lokam. Ayate means Pashyati. Pashyati are the Janati. Pashyati Janati are same meaning. So Akila Lokam Janati iti Narayana. Both match ho gaye na. So Akila Lok Sakshi and now Narayana, both are matching. So that's why Akila Lok Sakshi is the definition for the Narayana. Now third one is what? So from this what you are understanding? So finally what Brahmaji is saying, you are not Narayana, means you are not directly seeing all the living entities, but Narayana is being your Amsha, so you are also seeing through that. In that way you are also seeing every living entity. This is the understanding. Okay? And this is the difference actually. So that means Narayana is direct observer and Krishna is through the Narayana, he is also becoming the observer. So this is the difference between the Narayana and the Krishna. You have to reach answer for two questions. That also you should remember. You should not forget. Why this context is open, that you should remember that also. Next. Then what happened?
Krishna says, if I am not directly Narayana, in what way I am Narayana?
Tarihi saha Narayana tvam na bhavasi iti. So mamapi anyadha. So that means now Krishna is saying, oh Brahmaji, you are saying that I am not Narayana. Okay. So then mamapi anyadha Narayanatvam asti iti bhavata abhipretam. But previously what you said in the first three slokas, what he said? You are also Narayana. Like this he said, na? So then how I am Narayana? You tell me that. With what kind of ideology you keep in your mind and you said, I am also Narayana, that you tell me. Then what is the answer?
The word Adishete, Adishaha.
Wait, others. Dhardatma, you want to try? Yes.
So this Akhila Loka Sabi, this is already gone just now. So after that is explained that Narasya Ayanam Pravritti Yashmat Sa Adhira, means you are the
Saha Narayana.
Yeah. So Narayana means is Isha is the Prabhaktaka and Adhira is a Prabhaktaka. Adisha is the Prabhaktaka.
Good. Dinadatri Mataji, you try.
Yes, as he said, Isha is Pravartaka. Pravartaka means cause for the action.
Yes.
So the meaning is he from whom actions of all living entities come. He is Narayana.
Yes.
Pravartaka.
Yeah.
So
How
Isha,
to frame the Sanskrit frame for that? That means by whom all the entities do their action. Are they by whom the all we see action in all living entities? So or otherwise he is the cause for the activities of all the living entities. So what is Sanskrit term?
Sanskrit is Narasya Ayanam Yasmat Saha Narayana.
Narasya Ayanam Yasma Saha Narayana. Ayanam means what you should take here?
Action, Pravritti.
Pravritti, yes.
Action. So Isha is equal to Pravartaka and
Yes.
this is equal to Narayana.
Yes.
And as Krishna is Adhisha,
Yes.
that means that Krishna is also Pravartaka.
Yes.
So he is also Narayana.
Yeah. How example? But he is Adisha, na? But also you can say, but here you can say Narayana. How? What, is there any example? Is there like that?
That is this governors and the emperor who rules over them.
They are also known as kings. Both Mandalishwara, that means who is in charge for the some sort segment, and also king. Both are known as king only. So in this way, so both are pravartakas. That's why. So Krishna is also Narayana. Very good. Next. After that, we have to go further. Sri Krishna Saiva Saksha Swayam Bhagavatve Tasmad api paratvam Sri Krishna Sandarbhe Prabhandena Darshaishyate. From here we should go further. Now we are seeing from this whole discussion, Krishna is different from the Narayana, and Krishna is the Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan. This discussion we see very elaborately in Krishna Sandarbha. Who is Narayana and who is Krishna? We discussed many chapters in Krishna Sandarbha. So wait for that. Okay. Now next. Nanu Narajatani Tatvani Narani iti Vibudhu Narajatani Tatvani Narani te Vidurbuddha Tasya Tanyayanam Purvam Tena Narayana Smritaha iti Tatha Apo Nara iti Prokta Apo Vai Narasunavaha Ayanam tasya tah purvam tena narayana smritaha iti tasyapi narayanatvam anyatha prasiddham ityashankya aha narabhutala bhujala ayanat taccha api iti. Now there is an objection, ashanka. Ashanka means objection. Till now, Narayana means how we define Sarvadehina Matma and Akila Loka Sakshi and Adhisha. Actual definition till now abhi tak nahi bole hain. Till now we didn't say. Actual definition means general definition of Narayana is what? The one who is residing in the no. In general, water. For whom water is a shelter. This definition why Brahmaji didn't say starting itself. That is the now point. This is going to reveal the many facts now. Brahmaji is saying Akila Loka Sarvadehina Matma Akila Loka Sakshi Adisha this said, and what he is going to say, and next this general definition of the Narayana, that means Naram Ayanam Yasya Saha. This definition, that means water is a shelter for whom? This definition he is not mentioning. And on the top of that, he is saying this definition is not correct. This definition is na satyam. This is not true. This definition is not true. Last one. Naram ayanam yasya saha. That means, naram means what? Water. Ayanam means shelter. Yasya saha means to whom. That means to whom water is a shelter. This is also one of the definition of Narayana. This definition is na satyam. It's not satyam. It's not correct. Sloka itself is there. Tacha satyam na. Tacha satyam na. Narabhujalayana tachapi satyam na. If you say water is the shelter for the Narayana, then what kind of problem is coming? Is dependent on water. Tachana. Tachapi satyam na. It looks like that, but it is really, it's not fact. But actually what? Karananamsaya Vishnu, Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, these are all Narayanas. They are all lying on the water. So that is also we are seeing. But in fact, so they are lying on the water is not really fact. But that is because of what? Because of the Tava Maya. Because of your Maya. So it is covering our knowledge and it is showing to us that Lord is he having shelter? The Lord is having water as shelter. But it's not true. That is because of your Maya Jivas are thinking like that. Who is saying like this? Brahmaji. What he is saying? Narabhu Jala Ayanat Narayanatvam. So that means the definition of Narayanatvam, if you from this, that means Narabhujala Ayanat. That means the water is Ayana means shelter for whom? This definition, Tacha Satyam Na. That is not true. But we see him as Narayana, but we see him lying on the water. That is because of what? Tava Maya. See the sloka, not just for my face. Both. Satyam na tava mayayaiva. Tavayaiva maya. That is. Tava maya means Lord's maya. Yes, that is final understanding. So pratarana shakti. Here maya means what? So pratarana shakti. You are getting? Huh? How to do the anvaya? That means Narabhujalayanat Tachapi. That means Narabhujalayanat. This is also one of the definition of Narayana. Tachapi Satyam Na. That one. That means last one. That means Narabhujalayanat. This definition is Satyam Na. It is not Satyam. Water is shelter for the Krishna. Narayana is not Satyam. What is that? That is Tava Pratarana Shakti. Pratarana Shakti means deceiving power. Maya in the Tika. Getting? Tirumala, you explain.
Brahma is saying that who is the shelter for whom the water is shelter. He is Narayana.
That is also one of the definition for the Narayana.
Definition for the Narayana. That is not true.
That is not true.
He is saying that that is why it is not true, because that Father Tava Maya means
that is Tava Maya, Tava Eva Maya, that is your Maya only.
By your Maya only Jiva is thinking like that, but that is not true.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I speak every word, but here I jumped because I have to give the complete meaning, then I will go to the each line, because otherwise you will you first make the full conclusion. Now I can go one by one inside. I already went to the Prataran Shakti, but I am discussing Nanu, but I jumped here because, so while explaining all these details and coming there, so you may lose main context. That's why. So I took one step forward actually. I jumped the translation. That's why he's also struggling now. Where is Prataran Shakti? He is asking where is Prataran. Because he's looking in the first two lines. I understood actually. Why I am doing now is this. Because whatever I explained, that is only there in these three sentences, but I didn't go line by line because you may, yeah. Till now I was every time I explain each and every line, every word, but some places what I does, so wherever there is a chance to people to get confused, so I will give the first summary of that, and then I will go by the line by line. Or sometimes I will leave also. I will leave that because they may not get so much detail each and every. So I will leave. So that means now Purapakshi, who is Purapakshi and what is the situation? Sometimes I explain, sometimes very rarely I skip. Very rarely I skip. I just summarize 2-3 lines and I go. Main target is what? Why Brahmaji's experience we are taking into account? Very important point. To prove what? Why we, that is main thing. This law, Brahmaji's experience we are using to what? To establish what? Vibhutvam and Parichinnatvam, limitedness and all pervasiveness. Both we want to establish simultaneously in the are existing in the body of the Lord. That we should establish. So to reach this, we started the topic, and in that topic we got several things, and that we already we discussed all these. What is sound is coming? And finally, we have to reach to our main point. Now we are in the fourth sloka. We are discussing the last line. That means Nara Bhutalayana Tachapi Satyam Na Tava Eva Maya. This much we are discussing. Okay?
Discussed whenever like this some couple of slokas coming, so you will write the sloka, this sloka, and this sloka step by step. If you do like that, that will be more clear
picture.
Because from the beginning you are going just like that, so I could not catch the flow only. So this sloka from we are discussed this is proving like this, like that. If you go step by step each and every sloka, that will be very clear.
Why I am not doing here? Because first 3 slokas are saying Krishna is Narayana. That's why someone total I done. But now we are discussing only one sloka only. We are discussing first 3 slokas are simply saying that Krishna is Narayana. With that opinion, Brahmaji glorified. Then in the 4th sloka, he is saying that you are not Narayana. And he is showing that difference by word Adhisha. And then one more question is asked. So by the Krishna, from the side of Krishna. So then if I am different, Tvam Narayana na asi, directly said actually Brahmaji. Brahmaji directly saying from the mouth, Tvam Narayana na asi. Directly from the sloka that is. So Narayana Tvam na hi. You are not Narayana. Then Krishna may get doubt. Then if I am not Narayana, so what is the definition of Narayana you define? And how I am different from that Narayana, that also you show. You should show. You tell me. Then he said, Sarva Dehina Atma Akila Loka Sakshi. And also Adhisha. So by using this, so we proved who is Narayana and how the Krishna is different from the Narayana, and also some Narayanatvam is there in the Krishna also, that also we did. Adhisha word, by using that, we proved Narayanatvam is there in the Krishna also. Yes? Tell. Anga he said, na? In the sloka itself is there, Narayano Anga. That's why main problem, one more difficulty what you will get in the Sandarbha study. So Sanskrit words are not so familiar to you. So that's why sloka, in the sloka, what are the words are there? Those will not be registered in your current memory. In your current memory, those words will not be there. That's why when I jump and explaining the different words, so many times you will may miss. That means this sloka is this word from the sloka, or he's saying from the commentary. That kind of confusion you get. That clarity you will not get. What is the main reason? You know, the familiarity with the Sanskrit words is less, but this will develop by the time. When you study like this every day, but if you put full attention, that means you try to grasp everything, not only the few summary points, but if you try to grasp everything, that means how the teacher is explaining and from where he is explaining and what the procedure he is following to explain. So these things also, if you try to grasp, then you will become very soon good teacher actually. So, but if you take only the philosophy side, that few points, then you cannot explain. You may get some feel of the Sandarbha, and you may get the feel of the realization of some understanding of the fact, but you cannot reproduce that. For reproduction, you need more. That means more attention and more. You should try to grasp everything. When we used to sit in front of teacher, so that will come anyway. But you should have the desire. When my Guruji was explaining in the Banaras the concept, so we are not just learning that content, but the style he is doing. That is very important actually. So instead of just purchasing one item from the one bakery, if you know all the cooking of everything, then what is the need of getting one item and purchasing of one item? So that's why it become the cook. Then whatever you want, you prepare it and eat. That is more superior, na? Not just purchasing something and keeping with you and serving those is not best idea. If you become self-sufficient, if you become yourself as a cook, whoever asks anything and you immediately serve it. So that is the next level of the learning actually. You should reach to that level. But initially, even grasping is also not there. But in this year, I'm seeing all the students are grasping the points. But next, my desire is you should raise to the next level. You should start explaining the things. Why? Sometimes that's why we should conduct this kind of classes, asking. The intention behind asking is not to blame you or not to make you inferior. The main intention is, so you should understand what is lacking in me and where I should focus and what things I should learn more, where I should learn, where I'm weak, that you should get. That is the main intention. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes. So Purupakshi can ask now. That means Brahmaji is defining Narayana in two ways, especially three ways anyway. So Sarvadehinam Atma, Akilaloka Sakshi, and Adhisha. In this way, he defined what is Narayana. Now Purupakshi is coming and asking, hey, Narayana means not like that. From Vishnu Purana, we are hearing that Narajjata Tasya Tani Ayanam Purvam Tena Narayana Smritaha. Means Vishnu Purana, Purupakshi is saying, based upon the Vishnu Purana. Vishnu Purana is saying that the things which are coming from the Nara are known as Nara. The things which are coming from the Nara are known as Naram. And that Naram is the shelter for whom is known as Narayana. So why you are not saying this? This kind of question is asked. Now, Sandarbha, you follow now. Nanu Naraja Viduhu Buddhaha Tasya Tanyayanam Purvam Tena Narayana Smritaha Iti Tata Apo Naraviti Prokta Apo Vai Narasunavaha Ayanam Tasya Taha Purvam Tena Narayana Smritaha. There is one more definition also we are seeing from the Vishnu Purana. So what it is saying, Naraha means, Apaha means water. That is Narasunavaha. That means that is a product from the, Sunaha means production. That is a production from the Nara. This water is coming from the Nara, and that is known as Naram. And that Naram is the Ayanam for whom. So that's why he is known as Narayana. So these two definitions are there. So Purupakshi is saying these two definitions are there from the Vishnu Purana. Then based upon these two definitions, that means both are saying, that means so water is a shelter for whom. So this is the definition. So this definition, why Brahmaji you are not using? A standard definition generally. Then Brahmaji is saying, then he is saying, Nara, that means he is saying this word, then Nara. He is saying, and what is the meaning of Nara Bhujala Ayanat? This is also definition of Narayana. So, but that is not correct. Tacha Satyam Na. Tarhi Katam Prasiddha Parityagena Anyata. So, if it is a standard one, that means if standard, why Brahmaji is leaving the standard definition of Narayana and he is defining Narayana in another way, Sarvadehantara, Sarvadehinam Atma and Akiloka Sakshi. So the reason is Satyamna. This definition is not true. Satyamna. Tatu Payo means, if you say this definition means Lord is having the water as shelter, then water cannot be shelter for the Lord. So that's why this definition is not correct. Then what is this? Then we see everywhere. So Lord, then what is the answer? Tavaiva mayaya ityarthaha. So whatever we see, that is because of Maya. So Maya means what? Maya atra pratarana shaktihi. What is the meaning of Maya? Deceiving power. Deceiving means cheating. धोखा देती है. आपको लगता है कि भगवान, सॉरी, okay, so natural actually, that is. So for you, that means you feel, that means you think that Krishna is having, as a Narayana is having the water as shelter, but that is because of the Maya, that is Pratarana Shakti. How can you say Maya is equal to Pratarana Shakti, deceiving power? How can you say? Is there any proof? You should give proof. You cannot say mystically. So then Vishwakosha is saying, Vishwakosha means is a dictionary, Vishwaprakash. Vishwaprakash or Vishwakosh, you can say anything. So Vishwaprakash is a dictionary, like Amarakosh, like that, Vishwakosh. So Amarakosh is what? You know, all of you Amarakosh? You know? Dictionary. So according to this Vishwaprakash, that means this dictionary, what is the meaning of Maya? Maya dambe krupayam cha. Maya is dambe. That means it gives a pride. That means it will cheat you. So, but we didn't reach our main point. We want to use this whole thing to establish vibhuttvam and parichinnatvam of the Lord. That is the main goal actually. So next, come to this. Durvitarkya swarupa shaktyiva parichinnaayaha tvanmurtehe jaladibihi aparichedad iti bhavaha. So from this what we should understand? So then, but Lord is still lying on the water, means Lord's body is also limited? No. Because he is rejected, na? That means tava maya. That means because of illusion you are thinking Lord is lying on the water and he is having a limited body. But what is the fact then? The fact is Lord is having durvitarkya swarupa shakti. That means he is having such an energy which is beyond the logic. That means durvitarkya. That means you cannot logically understand that kind of. So that kind of Shakti he is having, Swarupa Shakti. By that Swarupa Shakti, so Parichinna Aparichinnaya. That means his body is simultaneously Aparichinnaha and also it is Parichinnaha. That means it is simultaneously limitless and also simultaneously limited. Because of what? By his Swarupa Shakti. So that's why, so he is finally his body is not covered by the is not surrounded by the, is not covered by the, not limited by the water. That is the conclusion you should get. Because he's already Lord's body is not covered by the, or not limited by the water. It is all pervasive only. That conclusion also we are getting from the Brahmaji's experience. Yes or no? Sandarbha, last point you understood? No. I understood. Yes, you didn't understand. That I understood. So what is we discussed? That means in the sloka what we are seeing, Lord is resting on the water. That means he is limited by the water. Or his body is just lying on the water means it's limited. So this is not correct. Satyam na. But it looks like that because of the Maya, Tava Maya. So this ends the sloka. Sloka is finished. Now you have to derive the meaning. Derive the meaning of the total sloka. So from this what we should understand? Okay, that means the Lord is appearing that he is surrounded by water. That means he is limited. So this is not correct. Means he is having the Swarupa Shakti. So by that, so he is all pervasive. So he is all pervasive. That is there already. So he is all pervasive only, but you should not say, but that he is limited, we don't need to discuss here because already we rejected that. So here we should discuss mainly what? He is unlimited only. That is not necessary actually. That another place we can see that guna also is there. That gunas. But here main intention is what? Brahmaji na. He said na. Satyam na. From this what we should establish? He is not limited means he should limited. That point should be emphasized actually. Otherwise your purpose of discussing this will go out. So here that means by this context we are establishing Lord is unlimited. And another context will establish limited also and unlimited also. So it's not necessary that every place we should establish everything. Getting? Some features of the Lord will establish, and another place some features, and some place total features also we can see like that. Some places in the Stutis, some devotees, they are defining Lord as a creator, that much only. And some places they are defining another features. He is Bhakta Vatsala, like that. It's not that everywhere, every Stuti, everything should be there. It's not necessary. And we are not, here Brahmaji's, from the Brahmaji experience, we are clearly understanding that Lord is unlimited. We are not saying he is not limited. That is not yet discussed. That's all. We are not saying that he is only unlimited. We are not saying he is unlimited. That we are establishing. Yeah. Yeah. Sloka Chatushtay. Just that's why I am requesting, if you find a student and you struggle in front of him, then everything will come out. You will change drastically. Actually, you will get real purpose of coming here. Your real purpose of coming here will be satisfied, fulfilled. If you catch a student and if you explain every day half an hour, whatever you are learning this to him back, that means like as it is how we are doing in the class, in the same way if you try, then at least you will feel I have to learn this many things, these things, and that will inspire you, and that will create some desire in you to read more and work hard and do something. So try to immediately try to do this. It's very emergency actually. Otherwise, you will not get this time back in your life. I can assure you. If you leave 3 years, that means if you leave this school from here, then you will not get any time to sit and hear all these line by line, everything. No. You will be busy with this so many things. You will be having so much preaching, this, that, hundreds of things. And then after that, you cannot refresh it, and you cannot, at the time, after 1-2 months of the leaving the school, you will become so, you'll get fear actually, fear by seeing these sentences. My God, these are all. Then you will completely, you will be, after 1 year of the leaving school, completely washed out, everything, nothing, blank will be there actually. But if you slowly, if you teach now and try to go inside and keep with you, and something you are doing, then what will happen? Then you will maintain confidence. That will help, that will give you confidence. Then after that also you will be continuing and you are explaining, and then like that it will come to you. What happened in our school, in the Bhagavat Vidyapit, when I studied Sanskrit with my friends, 12 students, 12 we are batch actually. So out of that many, that means now nobody is in the Sanskrit, because main problem is we didn't get any chance to practice, to see it back. Because I'm saying, if you go to that temple back, you don't get opportunity of studying, very less. So many services will be there. Then purpose of coming here will not be completely, you will not get to teach. Okay, just one line is there, then I will finish this, Anuched. Sloka Chatushtaye asmin yasya narayanasya antarbhutam mahadadikam sarvameva jagat sopi tava antarbhuta iti tatparyam. Then what is the conclusion? So that means so Narayana is having all the living entities in his stomach, and Krishna is that means this Narayana is Amsha of the Krishna, means all. That means Krishna is Bhagavan Saha Tava Antarbhuta iti Tatpari. That means since it is Narayana is Amsha, and that Narayana is having all the Mahadadi in him, that means Krishna is bigger than the Narayana. That is anyway, he is all pervasive. That we established. That is the Tatparyam we are getting. Narayanasya tadrishatve mantra varnaha. Even mantra, Mahanarayana Upanishad also is saying. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyato. Yasya kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyato piva. Antarbahishya tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitah. That means we are hearing from the Narayana Tapani Upanishad also. All this entire creation is in the body of the Narayana. That is the point we have to learn from the Mahanarayana Upanishad. And all that means they are all in the body of the Lord, or part of their body of the Lord Krishna. So like this, Krishna is Vibhu. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.